Okay, this video is, once it gets posted, is going to be called Intro to Unit 6. And it's going to be, you're going to see it in the Unit 6 files section here, and I hope you came to this video first. I do want to talk about this chapter a little bit before we start, because it's not some dire warning that this is so difficult, but this chapter just will not take any prisoners in the sense that you cannot just gloss over the homework, watch the videos, and go, oh yeah, I got it. That's not going to work. You're really going to need to engage with this material. It's not incredibly difficult. I'm not saying that at all. You will find this stuff. If you go through it piece by piece, you can get it, but you can't just do an overview and think that that's going to be okay. So I really want to show you some things that I put up to start this chapter, and you can come back to this video anytime so you know what all these files mean. The first file you'll see there is called Chapter 6 PDF, and you've seen this set up before, where I put all the notes for the chapter in one PDF. It's a great way to start your chapter off, is you just take this file, it's very, very big, and you print it off, and it's got all the notes for the chapter. That's a very university type approach. They'll sell class notes, and then you're not madly copying a whole bunch of stuff in class all the time. So that's the first file that I want you to reference. Then there's one called Chapter 6 Homework. The homework is listed all through the chapter. When you get there, you'll see that each day the textbook questions and so on are listed. But it's nice to have it all in one file. And I encourage you to print this one out as well. So it'll give you the homework there listed for each day, for each lesson, so that you can reference that all the time and know what homework. Works good as a checklist too, and you can check off what you finished and what you haven't. And then, okay, now, your textbook has a lot of errors in it, and those errors don't cause you a whole bunch of problems in the other chapters necessarily. They do sometimes, but they do in Unit 6. There are some major league errors that cause big problems in this chapter, and I encourage you, what I've put up here is the solutions manual for Chapter 6. And the solutions manual, instead of just being answers, will be solutions to the questions. And so then you can go through and see, as you're looking at different questions, you can see exactly what the whole solution is, not just the answer. It's much better at not having errors in the solutions. So I encourage you to have that file on your phone or referenced so that you can, when you're checking answers, check there. It's not underselling it to say that you could print it out and have it in the back of your textbook so you could reference it all the time. If you don't want to use up all the paper, I do this all the time where I print 2 pages per sheet or even 4 pages per sheet. And it's really small, but I can still read it well enough. You have to find the balance for you about how big to print that. Now, since the textbook is so bad, 2 different people, you can see this one called Mr. Tang. He's done a whole set of corrections for the textbook answers, so you can print that out or reference it when you get an answer that doesn't make sense with what you see in the back of the textbook. And some people even print this out and slide it in the back of their textbook for whatever chapter they're working on. You can just print the chapter you're working on. And then there's one that was put out by Nelson, and they're both pretty good. They fix a lot of the answers in your back of the book. Not all of them. There's still some mistakes in these, but it's way, way, way better. Okay, so I really want you to look at those. Again, last warning on this chapter, please, please, please really turn it up a notch for this chapter, because we have 2 units in a row of trigonometry. And if Unit 6 doesn't go well, I don't think that Unit 7 can go well at all. And so it's really important that you really engage with this material and try and get everything as you go along. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do after this, maybe do some printouts and get these things all set up, is that Monday, May the 4th, that's the date that's listed right now on that. You see it says right now, it says videos, Khan Academy. That's the thing that it says right there as the first thing. That's not going to be the first thing. In a second, I'm going to make another video that's going to be called Intro to 6.1, which is intro to those videos and so on. So I'm going to really talk about how to approach those lessons on Monday, May the 4th. It'll be the first video you see on there. And so when you're ready to go watch that video that you don't see there. It'll appear above those Khan Academy videos, and watch that as an introduction to how to approach the first day's notes. See you soon.